Hello folks, the commish here again with another SFL exclusive interview. This time I have my teammate Steve Hereth. I'm going to ask him a bunch of questions. Here's the first one. Why are you so sexy?
There's just too many reasons for me to explain that one. So I'm just going to have to say one reason. I think it goes with the hair.
I do like the hair, don't you? Yeah, he likes the hair. Okay. Now, a couple weeks ago, you said you would do an interview when you got your first touchdown. That was 8 days ago. What took so long?
I was practicing my defensive skills more than my offensive skills. I need to make sure that I had the quarterback. I need to make sure I had him sacked. I need to sure to get my first sack first, then my first catch, one step at a time. That's all I say, one step at a time.
That's what I like to hear. Why did you go to Siler when you scored that touchdown? Was it just in the moment?
I gotta support the fans. The fans brought me where I am today, so if it wasn't for the fans, you wouldn't have Steve Hereth right here sitting right next to you.
But there's other fans.
He was the first one I saw. He was the one that wanted me to jump in there, so I decided to do a fan a favor.
Why did you ignore Kevin Warringer when he wanted to comment with you afterwards?
I had to keep thinking about the game. We had a 2-point conversion. It's game on. Right after that celebration, game on.
That's also what I like to hear. What is your pregame preparation?
Gotta start with the hearty meal. With my first touchdown, I guess I got the spaghetti meatballs and with the garlic bread, that really helped.
Spaghetti and meatballs.
Pork chops, not so good. It's gotta be the spaghetti. It's got carbohydrates help me. And total in the morning, that's how you do it.
It's quite a hefty meal. Now, rumor has it you count to 7-man in your sleep. Is this true?
I count to 10 men sometimes, but 7 men just comes natural. I gotta stay focused on the games because game, it's all that matters. Gotta leave everything on the field.
That's one focused man. Now, he's got a new teammate. Come on, Kevin. New teammate Kevin Grenda to the Harlem Heat. What do you think of that trade?
That was a good trade, good move. Jason Wall's a good player, but I like Kevin Grenda. I think he's going to give us all the plays up the middle. I think he's going to be a force to be reckoned with.
I thought that way too. Jason, you're a hell of a player, but I mean, it's just brotherly love. Those wide receiver gloves, is there some sort of magic about them? Can you tell us about that?
They were baptized by a pope. That's all I gotta say.
They were baptized by
with holy water.
With holy water?
Yep.
That's the secret, folks. Holy water. Who's been helping you with your wide receiver skills? I mean, in the beginning of the year, let's face it, you were like as good as a tortoise. Now you're just catching everything that comes your way.
It's been my coach and my teammate, my captain, Dan Grenda. He's my quarterback. He helps me through a bunch of stuff, and all I gotta say is, if without him, I wouldn't be who was standing here right here. And also, his brother helped me out. My new teammate, Kevin Grenda. That's all I gotta say is, the Grendas have been helping me shape to the player I am today.
Next Randy Moss, folks. Who's your favorite SFL player besides anyone from the Harlem Heat? If you just had to pick someone, and we know you're probably gonna say Brian Siler, so don't say him too.
I like Widdish. I like the way he scrambles. He does swear a lot, but you know what? No one's perfect. But he beat me, and I fair and square. Widdish, he's forced to be reckoned with. Be careful.
He is in the MVP race, so you can tell he's quite the good player. You said you would play for another team quite a few weeks ago. What did that mean? Do you not want to be on the Harlem Heat? I mean, I know you do, but what was going through your mind a couple weeks ago?
It was a team needed another player, so I decided, hey, I'll just we have 4 men, and I'll just do it. But you know what? My faith's in Harlem Heat. Dan Green is my quarterback. I gotta stick with Harlem Heat. That's where I began. That's where I belong. So let's keep going, and you're just gonna see me heat up the. I don't know what to say after that, but you're gonna see me roll.
He bleeds heat. He bleeds heat. When's your rematch against Air? That was quite an epic match. He won 5-4 last time you played. Now, do you have any strategies for Air? Do you have anything to say to him?
Well, Air, he blew me away the first time, so I'm just going to try to get focused, make sure I just get that ball fast in the air.
Like that shake.
I know, I'm just getting focused. Air was a tough competitor. I don't know,
He's been working out in the off season.
I think this time I'm going to blow him away, though.
Yeah. Well, rumor has it you have a new player maybe coming in the league, a friend of yours named Drew. He might play for the Hereth Foundation. Can you tell us a little about his attributes before he shows up?
He's got tremendous height, and he used to play football in high school, so I think he's going to be a pretty big force to be reckoned with. And I don't know, but teams better watch out because when Drew comes, they're not going to see what's coming.
I'm looking forward to seeing him play. Any predictions for down the stretch?
I'm saying our team's going to make the playoffs. Not only we're going to make the playoffs, we're going to be in the championship game. And it's just going to be a surprise if we win or not. And all I have to say is, can you dig that?
Sucker! That's Steve Hereth, folks.